Is he coaching
You know
you
what I mean?
now for he's coaching you for your marathon now in February? Am I right in saying that?
Yeah, so he's coaching me for Seville.
I've always said in this podcast, coaches need coaches, and you have a lot of credentials to yourself. You're a triathlon coach, and your running is phenomenal. Like you say, you just did a 70-minute, sub 70-minute half marathon. How is it working with a coach now towards this marathon? How are you finding that?
It's top of the range. Like it's very simple stuff. And like he would say, it's not rocket science. You know what I mean? It's a lot of easy running, and it's 2 key sessions a week. And I could show up, and he'll have a key session in mind, and he'll change it the minute I get there. I'll be able to come in thinking I'm going to do 25k at tempo, and he'll just extend it to 30 at a different pace. So you don't really know what you're getting. You just have to show up prepared. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's that mental resilience as well.
So that's what I've came to. So that's what I've came to take. And then another thing what happened recently enough was I done the 70 minutes, right? I done the 70 minutes in the park that day. I went 69:30. And it was very, very hard at the back end. Like the back end, the pressure was on. I could feel it. I was like, when I done the Clontarf one there last week, it was a lot easier. So I can see the progression there from probably 4 weeks off, right? Just them 2 times. So I showed up after doing the 70 minutes, right?
Yeah.
And I went into the park, and we had like 3 or 5 3K efforts at like 3:35. And I was like looking at them. I look at everything from the week before, and I'm like, that's handy. You know what I mean? I blitzed that. I'm not been doing 3:18 for 21, and I got a little bit ahead of myself. And I didn't prepare going into that Saturday morning session the way I should have. And Ian is running. Ian Fitzgerald.
Yes,
I've seen his Insta.
Another quality operator, right? Quality operator. Me and Ian, I trained with Ian for the whole lot, but for the leading part into Berlin, right? He was doing Berlin, and he used me for his fast walk. So usually he's telling me to relax. Do you know what I mean? He's like, he'd grab me by the t-shirt and be like, chill out. Do you know what I mean? We'd be flat out at this stage, and he'd be like, relax. But I showed up to that session, and it was only 5 3K efforts. The first one was all right. Second, 2, 3, and 4 were rough, right? And I was like, what's going on here? I was only at the book in Seville. I was like, am I going to be able to do this or not? Do you know what I mean? I was like, what's going on? I'm doing great last week. I know I'm not great. And then he pressed me, right? Like we were meant to be doing 3:35. He brought it to like 3:30. And like usually them 5 seconds wouldn't make a difference to me, but I was praying to bring that watch back 5 seconds on the average. And he pressed me to the point where I had to give in and be like, Ian, relax, right? and he loved it. And then I said to myself after that, set on me for a few days, and I was like, I will not get caught slipping again. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I have been preparing for my Saturday runs on the Thursday morning now as if they're races. I'm carb loading for the long run on a Saturday every week now. And Ian put me in my place, and I love it. You know what I mean? I love that. Yeah. He caught me early. Like that could have been imagine that had been 8 weeks in or something, and it was a proper lesson. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
so I love getting that off the lads. And like Gary will show up, like I show up like a show pony. I'm head to toe in Nike, leg shaved, a lot, right? Gary shows up in odd socks and gives it to you at 49 years of age. You know what I mean? And you're just like, you're always like, I never really get too far ahead of myself, or you're always humbled. You know what I mean? But this is the other thing. So 70 minutes used to be a time that impressed me for a half. Do you know what I
mean?
Yeah.
But when you do it and when you're around the lads, these times don't like, I've done them and they straight away kind of mean nothing to you after an hour, a day. You're just already looking past it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and when you're in them circles operating at them times, they'll look at it. Some of them are looking at a 70-minute at an off day. Do you know? Like it's
on an off day. But what does impress me is like people going out and achieving their times and goals. I see what's inside of that. That impresses me.